We need to fix the process. That's the bottom line. It should be a democratic process, and we should.
Well, you know, if the zoning board of appeals wishes to respond to the board, you know, that's fine. You know, if they want to just submit a copy of their findings, as far as the response to whatever the correspondence is, I mean, my guess is that the zoning board of appeals, you know, made their decision based upon what they thought were the facts and what the laws are, and made their decision. You know, that's all. But I understand what you're saying. You're only getting one side. But again, the planning commission is expressing their frustration and their objections to the final decision of the board of appeals.
Right. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with it, because I've only got this one thing from the Community Planning Commission. And I'd just like to see what the zoning board of appeals has to say about this particular letter. You know, not that we have to bring it up later and discuss it or anything. Yeah. It's just the fact that these things have been presented to me as a member of the Board of Selectmen. And I understand and I find if they don't want to come,
I think we can instruct the administrator to share it with the zoning board of appeals, and if they wish to respond, they certainly respond. Okay? So
yeah.
Tom, okay? But as far as any additional discussion on it, again, the planning commission has asked not to come forward at this point in time.
Mr. O'Leary, can I just correct something that was said?
Sure.
Mr. Murphy, I'm sure, did a lot of research on the whole issue, but I know you referred to twice as the issue of being grandfathered lots. It was not. It was always safe and adequate access. So it's an entirely different issue. We have never had a problem with grandfathered lots.
I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
The grandfathered lots are typically on the streets that don't have the safe and adequate access, or that are narrow, etc. So I apologize.
But it's the access.
Absolutely. The issue here was one of access, and there are other issues, and we need to make sure we have a process in place that deals with those on a go-forward basis.
Okay. Anything else?
No. Not for me.
Mr. Vino.
Yes, two things. One has already been touched on, and I want to compliment the fire department on an excellent service. And I know Mr. Rowe was the spokesman of the day, and it was a very good time. And it was a very nice memorial. I tried to make that every year, and they did a good job. The second one is I noticed Park and North and Main. I'm kind of looking at that intersection. It seems to be working real good. A big improvement over what we had out there. It may have been a long time coming, but unfortunately, when you deal with the state, it's a long time coming. But when it's their pocketbook, you know, you have to wait. But I really think that intersection is working out very good. I sat there the other day and just watched it for a while.
You didn't stop traffic, I hope.
No.
Where were you watching it from?
I don't want to say the Chinese restaurant, but you know. No, I think that was a definite plus for the town. That's all I have to say.
And again, all I have is just a couple of things. Just remind those members, get your goals and objectives in, and we'll hopefully have it on the discussion on the 2nd of July. And the other thing is, as far as former selectman Ernie Doucette, he's making slow, steady progress. He's doing a little bit better. And again, encourage him to keep on fighting and good and healthy for us. So good luck to Ernie. That's all the chair has. So now entertain a motion to enter into executive session. Mr.
Chairman, I move to enter into executive session for the purpose to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining and litigation respectively, and to return to open session for the sole purpose of adjournment.
Good. Excuse me, just before we do that, I did want to... Duly made and seconded, but before we go into executive session, I just also wanted to mention that there was a meeting this past week with Chairman of the School Committee, myself, Town Administrator, Superintendent, Chairman of the Finance Committee, and we're hoping to do this on a regular basis, just to talk about budgetary issues, funding sources, concerns and issues facing all the town departments collectively, so that both sides of town government here have a clear understanding as to the pressures that are coming to bear on us. And it was very productive and fruitful, and it will continue at least on a monthly basis. And I know more often, because the budgetary process is going to start very early. So that process is in place and it's going to become a regular happening. So, yes,
I have a question on the motion.
okay.
Okay, am I gonna be involved in this? Should I even vote on it?
You can vote to go into executive session. You can go to go into executive
Then we'll
session.
throw you out.
And then if there's any matter that comes up that might involve
Something else?
Something
Well, that's
else
why,
that you
from
just
what
have
he
to
said,
do.
I didn't think it did, but that's, okay.
all right? On the motion to go to executive session, Mr. Rowe,
Aye.
Mr. Murphy,
Aye.
Mr. Beano.
Aye.
Mr. Muldoon.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye.
Short break.
Short recess, okay? Thank you very much.
Now, do I stay or go?
The two